Hello guys, welcome to today's video. And in today's video, I'm going to walk you through step by step on how to build a very beautiful pop-up. So if you're new to my channel, my name is 𝗢𝗎𝗄𝗧 Precious and I'm going to be your guide today. Okay, this is the pop-up which you're going to be building today. So I'm going to walk you through step by step on how to build this beautiful pop-up. Now, when I hover around this image or anywhere around there, you can see how this image is just kind of 3D animation here you're seeing here. So this is just my own concept. So to make this pop-up stand out a bit and also enable people filling this form here in order to convert them into leads. So when somebody fills this form, you're going to capture their name and email, which is standard for lead generation. But our main focus today is on how to build this beautiful pop-up. So when I close this pop-up here, now when I go to this place, I do a refresh. Now once I do a refresh, when I try to go out from this site, let's say I want to go out from this site, so what will happen? So you see, when the visitor tries to go out from your site, immediately this pop-up will come up. So they can also convert into this. So I'm going to show you step by step on how to do it now. In order to build this pop-up, you need to log into your WordPress dashboard. Now, once you're in your WordPress dashboard, you need to go to this section called plugins. Then click on add new plugin. So the plugin which you're going to be using today to build that beautiful pop-up is called Elementor. So if you have Elementor installed on your WordPress website, then you can follow along. But if you don't have Elementor, you can quickly type here. You can type Elementor here, then you install the plugin. But now you don't just need this plugin called Elementor, because this is the free version of the Elementor. You still need the pro version of the Elementor in order to build the pop-up, which you just saw earlier in this video. So the pop-up you saw there is built to the Elementor Pro. And why I recommend Elementor Pro is that Elementor Pro allows you to build customized pop-up. With the free version, you can build pop-up on your website. You need to use another plugin or another tool, an external tool. So in order to have everything in one place, I prefer using the Elementor Pro plugin. So if you're trying to get the Elementor Pro in order to follow along, or you just want to use it to also maybe extend the functionality of your current website or blog, you can just check the link in the description below. Then you see the link, just click on it. It will take you to the Elementor's website. Then you can purchase the plugin there. Now, once you have the plugin installed, it comes in a zip file. You just download it from your dashboard. That's the Elementor's account dashboard. You download it from there, download it to your computer. Once you download it to your computer, you come to this place, upload, then you choose the file here. So here, I'll just scroll down. As you can see here, I already have it here, Elementor Pro. So you just get the zip file, then you click on open. So to put it there, just click on install now. So that is just how to install a plugin in WordPress. Then you activate it. Now, once you have it activated, you just need to come to your dashboard here where you see templates. Then you click on add new. So I'll open it in a new tab. Now on this page, you need to select your template type. So here, I'll come here, I'll select pop-up. So once I select pop-up, then I'll type the name of the pop-up. Maybe this might be free ebook. So this is a free ebook I want to maybe give out. So I'll just name the pop-up. So I'll know if I have multiple pop-ups on my website, I'll know the exact pop-up for the exact function, like what is the function of that pop-up. Now, once you have it like this, then you click on create template. So once you click on create template, if you're using Elementor Pro, you see this Pro here. As you can see here, these are pre-made templates for you. That is another advantage of using the Elementor Pro. So you have already pre-designed templates. So if you want to view it, you can click on it. Then you can view the design. If you like the design, you can just click on the insert button here to insert it. So, but we don't need it. Here you can see these are different designs. If you like them, you can quickly copy them. But you're going to build from scratch. Now, in order to build from scratch, you just need to come to this place first of all, where you have settings. Look at this place here. You click on it. Then you put these settings I'm going to show you now. So first of all, you change the settings here for the width here under layout. You change it to 995. You change it to 995 here. Then for the height here, you just come here, you click on custom. Now after that, you just put the width here that you want here. So this is the width we want to use here. So you click custom, you put this width. Then now where we have entrance animation, you just click on it, then you click on fading, because we want, when the thing wants to pop up, it should kind of have that fading effect there. Then when you click on this X icon here, it should have this fade out effect here. You can see the fade out there. Then let's see here. Okay, So we come to the style tab here. Then for the close button, which is this button you're seeing here, you click on it. Then for the color here, where you're seeing color, you click on it. You scroll down, you select this. You can see the color code here if you don't have the color. So this is the configured color palette I have already configured on this blog when we were building this blog, because it was part of one of the projects in our videos on our channel. So this is the color palette we're using there. But if you have your own website color palette already, you can select the color you want to use there. So here for this project, this is the color we're going to use here. Don't worry if you can see very well there. Then for the hover, when somebody hovers around it, what kind of color do we want to use there? So I'll select this. Then I'll scroll down. This is the color I want here. So I'll select this. So when I hover, so you can see very well now when I remove there. Okay. So once you're done with that, you come to this place and click on new section. So when you click on new section, you can just click on this place. So by default, it will add it like this. So we need to configure this section we've just added here. So section is just like a container. So I'll just click on this box here. You see edit section here. So on this edit section, we just need to come here and type 995. So once you type 995, that will be the width of the project. Now, the next thing you need to do is to configure the height. So where you have height, you click on it. Then you click on mean height. So under mean height, you type 652. So under mean height, you type 562. So that is the height we want to use here. Now, once you have this height like this, the next step is to come to this style tab here. Then you set your background color. So the color here we're going to be using today is going to be a gradient color. So I'll just click on this gradient tab here. Then for this one here, I'll select my color. So this is the color I want for the top section. Now you can see this brownish color and this pinkish color here. So I don't want that. So for the second color, I'll select this. So this is the color we want to use. As you can see here, the color here is different from the color here. Now, after that, I'll click on this place here. So the next thing I want to do is to drag in this inner section into this place here. So once you drag it there, next thing is to click on this icon here. Then you drag the image into this box here. So once you drag the image widget into this place, you need to select your image. So I'm going to provide the file for this project. So this is the image you're going to use here. It's just like an ebook cover here. So this is the book here. Then on this book here, what we can do is to come to this style here. Then we come to the advanced. On this advanced page, you scroll down, you go to motion effect, then you click on it. Then you select mouse effect. You select it here. Then where we have 3D tilt, so you just click on it so you can see. But here where we have the speed, we change it to 5. So here you can see it's kind of faster now. So we change it to 5. So depending on your setting, you can select what you want there, but I'm just showing you how to do it. So you select this. Now you're done with that. The next thing here is to select this icon here, then drag in our heading text. So before we do this now, we just need to configure this column. This is a column. Now you can see edit column. We have 2 columns here. This is column 1. This is column 2. So we want to configure the column first. So you click on this here. Then you come to advanced. Then you unlink this value under padding. So for the header here, I'll put 20. Then for the bottom, I'll put 20. Now for the right and the left, I'll put 25. Now once we have it like this, next thing I'll do, I'll come to this place here. Then where we have the spacer, I'll drag it into this place here to the top of this text here. So it will add some space in there. Now for the spacer, I'm going to set it as 10. So the spacer is 10 there. Now for the text, I'm going to center it. Then I'm going to select tie. Then I'm going to click on the typography there. Then I'm going to set it to be 40. So once I set it to be 40, I can change the color. So the color here I want to use is white. Now let me copy my text and paste it here. So once I paste my text into this place, now you can see how it looks like. So the next step I'm going to do, I can either duplicate this. So let me just duplicate it. Now once I duplicate this, I'm going to put my body text here. So once I put my body text, now where we have HTML tag, I'm going to convert it into a paragraph. Then I'll come to my style tab, then change the size of the typography to 18. So this is what I want here. Then I'll click out of it. Then the next thing I want here is to add my form. So I'll type form here. So if you're using Elementor Pro, that is only when you can have this widget here. So I'll just close here. Then I'll drag this form into this box here. So I'll drag it below this body text here. So here I'll click on my form. We want to configure the form. So on this form here, I'll delete the message. We don't need the message field there. Then where we have label, just remove it. So we are left with name and email. So that's all we're left with here. For the button, you click on it. Now you can type in anything you want here. So let's say for instance, so if you want to change it to download now, you can change it to any text you want there. Next, you come to the style tab here. So we want to style this button. So to style this button here, you just need to scroll down, then click on fields here. So here for the border width, we don't want any border there. Now for the text color, we're going to change it to this. So that is the text color here. Next thing is to come to, for the border radius, we don't want any border radius, so I'll just remove it. Now you want to come to the buttons here. For the button, you want to come to the background color here. So you come here, you find your color for your button. So I'll select this here. Then when I go to this button here for the hover, I click on this here. Then I select this. So when you hover, so this is the effect here. Now you can see it here. Okay. So once you're here now, we've added our heading text. We have added our body text, the form here. So the next thing, we want to add one last text here. So I'll just duplicate this one here. Then I'll drag it down here. So here, I'll just paste my text. You need to add, just in case you want to create this line break effect, you need to add this small code here, which is this here. So no matter if I do something like this, it will still break it to the next line. But if I remove it, see what's going to happen. So you see what is going to happen there, but I want it to break like this because I'm going to reduce the size of this text. So to do that, I'll just click on this here. Then typography, I'll just come here, I'll type 11. So this is what I want here. So we are done with the desktop version now. So the next thing we want to do is to customize the mobile and tablet version. So to do the responsiveness, we just need to come here where we have responsive mode. You click on it. Then we'll come to the tablet version. Here, what we need to do is to just make this text a little smaller. So here, I'll convert it to 30. Now you can see this is okay now. Then we'll come for mobile. So mobile, first thing I'm going to do is to find this divider here. So I'll click on it. I want to hide it on mobile. So here we have responsive here. I'll just click on hide on mobile because I don't need it on mobile. Then for the text here, I'll set it to be 25. Now when I go up, I click on this image here. Then I want to set the image to 72. Now you can see this is okay now. So we'll go back to the desktop version. Now, once you're on the desktop version, what we want to do is to publish it. So to publish it, first of all, let's just go back to this place here. Sorry, where we have form. So where we have form here, we can just type the action we want. So here, I'll type lead gen. So this is the lead gen. So this is just to name this form so that I know which form is this here. Just for my own reference purpose. That's why I just added this here. So when you scroll down here, where you have action under, that's action here after submit. So what this tab means here, because this tab is going to be necessary for you to configure this form for lead generation, just in case you want to collect leads from your visitor. So this field, this specific field there is very important for you to know. Now, in our upcoming video, we'll show you how to connect your forms, your lead generation forms, to services like GetResponse, MailChimp, ActiveCampaign, and the rest of them, so that you can be able to collect emails and remarket to your audience later down the line and maybe make more money from there. So here, action after submit. What we want to do, we are not running a contact form here because we don't want to collect their submissions here. Collecting their submission simply means Elementor is going to store their submission in your dashboard. So I'm going to show you where you can see this just in case you select this box here. So we want to remove that there. And also we want to remove this one here. So for the email is after somebody fills this form, automatically WordPress or Elementor is going to send you an email that, okay, somebody just filled your form. We don't want that to happen. In a normal scenario, what we want to happen here is when they fill this form, we're going to send their name and email to an email marketing software like GetResponse or ActiveCampaign so that we can store it on the database there, then send them newsletters, promotional emails, and the rest of them there. So what we want to do, so if you're using any of these services, which is MailChimp, Drip, ActiveCampaign, so there are so many of them here, ConvertKit, MailLite. So depending on the one you're using, I prefer using and I like using GetResponse. So I'll select GetResponse here. When I select GetResponse now, you can see here, it will bring up the tab here. So that is only when I select get response, that is when it will show here. Now you can see set up your get response API. So this is for integration now. So like I said in our upcoming video, I'll show you how to connect your forms to any lead generation software. For example, get response, MailChimp, and the rest of them. So we don't need to bother ourselves right now because the purpose of this video is how to build this pop-up form. But I just want you to be aware of this for now. So here, you can also check the description below. You can see the link to go and watch the video on how to connect your form to any of these platforms. Now, after adding get response here, then we can also add another action. So the other action we want to set is probably redirect. So, but if this, depending on where this form is going to show, let's say for instance, if this form is going to show on your blog page, then I'm still going to show you how to set the locations where this pop-up is going to show. So if this pop-up is going to show on your blog page, you probably don't want any redirect. You just want them to be able to submit this form and show them a message that, okay, if you want to add a custom message, you can see form was sent successfully. If the form was sent successfully, so it will show them that message there. So we don't want to, if it's on our blog page, we want to, or home page, we want to put this form or this form to have this pop-up to appear. We don't want to set any other action aside from the action of a get response or any email marketing software we're using. But if this was on a landing page, you built this form, you might probably want, okay, when they fill this form, you want to send them to a thank you page. Maybe this form you created here is a webinar registration form, like a pop-up about your upcoming webinar. So you want, after they fill that webinar, you want to send them to like a checkout page where you can tell them more information about the webinar, like the time it is starting, blah, 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 all this kind of information. So you can set this thing here, which says redirect. So after they fill this form, you need to set the redirect link. So the redirect link now might be, okay, when they fill this form, you want to send them to maybe your thank you page. Now you can see it will be your domain / thank you, or the page link, so you know how to get the paid link. So you just paste the link here so that when they finish filling the form, automatically after showing them the success message, to redirect them to this specific page. Now that is just how to do it. But in this case, like I said, we're not focused on all this here. So I'll just remove all these actions here. Now, the next step is to publish. So I'll click on publish here. Now it's actually the condition. Remember, I told you that I'm going to show you how to configure this form to show on specific areas on your website, because probably you might have multiple or different forms on your website. You want each form to be able to display on a specific page. Like, let's say for instance, if you're running an e-commerce store, okay, you want your form to be able to display on the shop page or the home page, telling visitors about your 10% discount. But on the checkout page, you don't want to show something like that, or the cart page. So in order to do that, you can just set the condition here. So by default, the condition will be this form is going to run, or this pop-up is going to show up on our entire website. So if we want to maybe use a specific page, we can do like this, exclude on entire website, then add another condition here, or we do it this way. Let's remove this. We include singular. So once we include singular, it will show on all pages still, but it won't show on our post page. So what we need to do, we can set pages. So singular pages. Now it's showing that, okay, we want to display this pop-up on singular pages, like, the different pages on our website, but we don't want to display it on all. Right now it is all, so it is displayed everywhere. But here we don't want to display it all, or maybe probably we just want to display it on the contact page. So you just type contact here. So this is it. So this form is going to only display on our contact page. If you want to display on maybe our blog page, we can also maybe our contact page and maybe our about page. So set it singular again. Then we'll come here. For all here, we type about. So this is just how to set specific pages here. So to display on our contact page and our about page. So you put a list of pages you want the form to display. You can also set exclude. You can set the exclude here. We don't want it to show on our entire site. So after setting this to set exclude, so it will show on these two pages, but not on the rest of the pages on our website. So when you're done with that, you click on next. So like I said, by default, if you don't want to set all these conditions here, you can still remove them. So it's not necessary, just in case you have specific need. That is only when you can do that. So here, remember, this is the power of the Elementor Pro. If you want to get it, the link is in the description below. That is the only way you can get this function here. So here, we'll just leave it as the default, which is include entire site. Click on next. So the next is the trigger. So we want this form to also trigger when the visitor is trying to exit our website. So if they just land on our website, maybe they didn't spend much time on our website, maybe they just go to a few pages there, and as soon as possible, they just want to go out from the website. You can set it, okay, as soon as they want to go to this cancel button, it should bring up that pop-up there. So, exit intent. Then maybe if you want to also show the form, maybe if they spend like, let's say 30 seconds on our website, they are still there, they've not done something, that's inactivity now. You can set the form to appear. So you can just configure these different things. Maybe if they click on something on your website, maybe a certain particular place on your website or section on your website, you want to display the form, you can do that here. If they click 2 times on your website, let this form show, you can do that there. If they scroll to a specific section on your website. So different possibility here. I'll just leave it as this for now. And then this is even more for advanced rules. So if they visit like 3 pages on your website, you can show them here sessions. So all these things just complete. You can do all this. If they are arriving from a certain URL, maybe from your Facebook ad, you can show this pop-up there. You can choose to show it. If they are using mobile desktop, surely you want to use this. You want to check this one first. Then if you're coming from maybe Bing or maybe Microsoft Edge browser or Brave browser or those kind of browser, you can also do that there. So here, I'll just leave only this here and click on save and continue. So that is all. So now we just need to check out our form. So I'll just click on this eye here, then preview. So now you can see this form here. The form is showing. Remember, we set it to be on our entire site. So when I close it, you see that fade out effect now. Now you can see the fade out effect. When I do a refresh of the page, now you can also see the fade out effect. So before we go, I want to also show you something. Let's say, for instance, now on your web page. So here, I just click on this place here. Then I go to the home page. So let's say on your web page now, maybe you have some buttons on your web page. And you want, when they click on this button or a specific button on your website, you want that pop-up to appear. So let me show you how to do this. So to do that, if you're using, remember, the Elementor Pro, you just need to go into it. So from your WordPress admin bar here, you just click on Edit with Elementor. So it will open this page. Now, once this page opens, you just need to scroll down to the button or section you want to do that. So here, this is the button here. So I'll just click on here. Now, here we have link. I'll just remove this for now. Then you see this place here, this icon here where it says dynamic tag. So I'll just click on it here. Then I'll scroll down. Actions, pop-up. So when they click on this thing, I want a pop-up to appear. Now, where we have this pop-up, you see this icon back of this place here. Just click on it. Then open pop-up. That is the action here. So the pop-up is now all. I just want to select the pop-up here. So let's see if I have it will pop up like this. Okay, now you can see I have 2 pop-ups here, but this is the one. That's why I say you need to name your pop-up so that you'll be able to know which pop-up you want to appear at different places of your website. So here I select this pop-up here. Then I click on update. So when I click on this pop-up, let's see if it's going to show you. Now you can see this pop-up now. So we've saved our page. So let's go back to the page to view it. So let me just do a refresh here. Now, when I scroll down, you see how this page is loading very fast. If you want to learn how to optimize your site or your blog, just check the description below. We'll also put a link to one of our tutorials on how to optimize your website for speed. Now, this is the button here. So when the visitor clicks on this button, you see the pop-up will show now. So this is how the pop-up looks when we close it. See how beautiful it is. So today you've learned how to create a beautiful pop-up on your blog or your website. So it's just the same process. You've learned how to do this. So if you found value in this video, don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. It enables us to grow. And also don't forget to like this video. So it will help YouTube recommend our videos to many other people so that they can also get value from us. I just hope you stay safe and see you in the next one.